All right, so let me ask you about door knocking. I've had thousands of students in front of me. I had one in particular I remember. I won't mention any names, where this particular student came up to me after class and says, "Do we really have to door knock and cold call?"
Yeah.
I said, "Well, it's pretty darn effective, and it's shown in history in real estate that sure." And this particular student says, "Well, there's no effing way I'm going to be doing that."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, the only other way you're going to get business is if you market yourself. That can cost you tons of money."
Yeah.
I said, "We recommend it for brand new. Go out there and get your feet wet."
Absolutely.
What's your take on door knocking? Just door knocking.
Door knocking itself, okay, if you take it back to the 70s, 60s, when they used to go door to door with Avon and vacuum cleaners and ice cream makers and blenders, encyclopedias. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Some of our viewers don't know what an encyclopedia is.
It's a Wikipedia on pages.
Yeah. In the book.
In the book. There's that many. So it came from there, and realtors used to do it back then too, and generated business that way. And because of technology, a lot of stuff has taken off. That's changed now.
That's why I'm asking you.
Door knocking is the best and most efficient way you can be in front of somebody. It is damn near what they're going to tell you. No,
right.
Once you become used to it.
So you got to have thick skin.
Well,
how the hell? I mean, you skipped 9 houses.
Yeah, I skipped 9 houses. I mean, in maybe the first month or so. After that, you become accustomed to it. You just got to have the scripts down, which is easy, and then don't rely necessarily everything on the script. Just put it into your own perspective. Be you.
My perspective is if you can sit down with yourself and have a cup of coffee with yourself and have fun with yourself, you can make somebody else stay a lot better also. That being said, you still do it after 4 years of real estate.
Absolutely, you can put me anywhere. I've been knocked East LA.
Okay, hold on, but you've been in real estate because you're successful. We'll talk about how successful he is in a minute. I mean, you don't have to go out there in the hot sun if you don't want to. You could do in the night. You could be in an air conditioned office, do it, but you still do door knocking.
Yes, I do. And like I mentioned in the beginning of the story in the beginning of the interview I like people. I like talking to people. I like dealing with people. And
let's go down that channel real quick. So you think this is definitely a people business?
Well, yeah, it's a customer service based business for sure.
Done. All right, good.
Easy. And
now tell me what happened to you.
Because I'm the servant. I'm helping you. And whether I get the money comes with it. That's just the service part of it. People look at real estate. They're like, oh, big checks. They're coming right here. So which is part of it, but genuinely, that's what I like to do. I like to help people.
And so secondary would be the money. The money just happens to be attached to it.
It is attached to it, and people can say no. The money this, the money comes. Like, if I did it for the money, then the outlook would be different.
Is there money to be made?
People who do it for money in this game that I've learned, there's plenty of money to be made that I've learned are the ones you're gonna come across. A lot of people who are assholes.
I got you.
Even agents who are assholes.
I call them sharks, man.
Sharks, yeah. And I'd kind of differentiate between that. Sharks are the killers who go out and make the deals happen.
All right.
And then so as you get rude, obnoxious, no manner type of people that you deal with, I'm like, wait, I'm just asking a simple little question, and it's completely the opposite. And so there comes the patience. You need patience in this game for sure.
Good.
And but yeah, door knocking has been. I still go out door knock. I was doing 500 doors a week, 100 doors a day, 3 hours, 3.5 hours a day. Get 1 to 2 leads, 3 leads, and just continuously be consistent. You have to write them down, and you have to be consistent, and you have to follow. The main game here is follow up.
Speaking of door knocking, share with us. This is an exciting story, man. What happened to you a few months ago? Was it maybe 6 months ago? I don't know. While you were door knocking here in Beverly Hills.
Oh, I was door knocking. It was Bel Air.
Oh, Bel Air.
Yeah, Bel Air.
Those of you who aren't familiar with Bel Air, that's where all the celebrities live and so forth. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, door knocking itself in general, like everywhere and anywhere. You name. That's what I was saying. You could be in East LA, Silver Lake, West LA, Long Beach.
But this day you decided Bel Air.
Yeah, this day, and actually, I wanted to farm Bel Air. So I've even door knocked in the flats of Beverly Hills.
Let me ask you something before you go any further.
Where the police came.
Right. Let me ask you before you go further. I mean, it seems like you're going for cream of the crop, brother. I mean, you're going, I don't want to door knock. I mean, you wanted to go hit Bel Air.
Yes.
I mean, that's like, whoa.
Yeah. I think in the beginning there was fear and hesitant. Like, I'm not good enough.
Good.
I can't do this. I haven't sold these many houses. I haven't helped these many people.
That's my point. How did you overcome that?
The goal was to get bigger and better than what I was the day before, the week before, the month before. The more you get in this business,
you believe that down your heart,
absolutely.
I love it, man.
Absolutely,
That's
and the
real.
confidence builds. And so it's not necessarily even from selling $4 million or $1 million or even $300,000 worth of homes for me to change and just automatically go over there. It's the confidence within yourself. It's me listening to more podcasts, me reading, me educating myself, me going out there and putting myself door knocking, helped me build that confidence.
Got it. But just because you're selling homes in Bel Air doesn't mean you stop selling homes, elsewhere.
I just closed a small deal in Torrance last week for like $289.
All families need you.
All families. Yeah, same thing. $289,000 in LA, a condo. Like who's in?
Right.
So, and then I ended up selling this one for 8.1 up here. So this particular day, this was about 2 years ago, and the relationship that I have with her now is freaking amazing.
Really?
And her family's amazing. She's amazing to deal with, work with. Her team is amazing to work with and deal with. They've been there from day one. So it's been about 2 years of like consistency of just helping them. And,
so can you share the story with us?
Yeah. So it was me and my partner Greg, and we ended up going door knocking. We pulled over on Stone Canyon area. The timing of everything that happened was consistent on energy based. And I'll tell you when we go further down in the story. We pull up, we hop out, we have a buyer who's looking in Bel Air. So we're walking up the street, older homes, huge, 8, 10, 12, $30 million homes.
All right, so you're going into Bel Air. Some of these places are secured, but you ain't letting this stop you.
No, not at all. I mean, there's security guards come out, private security, they got guns, you see them carrying.
Yeah.
There's celebrities who live there, like A-plus A-listers. And so usually housekeepers would come out or something. Sometimes they'd even would be at the gate and they'd open the gate and walk up to the front door. So it's pretty crazy. A lot of stuff I've learned. We've learned a lot of stuff. So anyhow, we're walking up the street, door knocking, flyers, cards, house to house to house to house to house. We turn around, we come back down, and we come up to this house. It's an older home, right? Somebody older lives here, something like that. The lady comes out, super sweet. I know her very well, the housekeeper. Comes out, we give her a card, and that's it. Give her a card, and we end up leaving. So we kept walking up the street, went up the hill, came back down from door knocking. While we're coming down, she's coming out.
The celebrities.
The celebrity.
Can you give us a little information as to the celebrity?
Yeah. She's probably the top tennis player in the world. Grew up in Compton, worldwide. Yeah,
God.
Sister plays.
I know who you're talking about. All right.
So, the sweetest people ever. And so when we're coming down the hill, she's coming out to run. And so we walk directly across the street. And
did you recognize her?
Yeah, of course, right? Who wouldn't, right? And so her friend, best friend, come out, and then in the middle of the street, she was like, "Yeah, we're going for a run," and we left a red card there. And she was like, "If we were to see you, we were gonna stop and talk to you guys." And then we just so happened to that. So the energy aspect of it, she woke up, knew she was gonna go for a run at some point in that day. We knew we were going to go door knocking some point in that day in the morning. And we just happened to, when the timing hit, even though we missed it, left the card there, coming back down, she decided to come out that time, we decided to come out that. Some might say it's luck, but energy is, when you're on a mission and your vision is clear, things happen for you. Gates open up. And people, you get surrounded with people who have the same vision, the same goal, who are as pure and as real as you are. And the vision is so clear that the connection vibed. We walked across the street, 30 minutes in the middle of the street, we vibed out and had a convo.
So she took 30 minutes of her busy life. Spend it with you guys.
Yeah, we exchanged information, and the rest is history. Ended up helping her buy a multi-million-dollar house up in Beverly Hills.
And she sold this one with you?
And just sold this one with us, and then
So you listed a house with her. You represented her as a buyer.
7+ mil.
Son of a gun.
And then just sold this one for like 8.1. And then this year I've done close to 11 million, and I've taken 2 months off.
Wow.
And 2 months, another thing about taking time off in the game is if you don't have stuff in the pipeline, you're going to start from ground zero again. So It's very important to be consistent, because everyone should know that wintertime, it's always usually slower. And so you always have to have stuff in the store, in storage. The first year was horrible. The first year I was door knock, and I'd get no results. First year I door knocked 500 doors a week, hot sun, and I used to be dressed in a shirt, slacks, dress shoes,
right.
knocking, nothing, sweating, knocking, nothing. And then
what made you hang in there, man? I mean, seriously, you had so many challenges that first year. You know what? statistics show that most new realtors leave the business the first year.
You're right, yeah.
Why didn't you?
As I mentioned, it was something that I became more passionate about, and I seen goals of where I can go and what I can do. If you really break it down, most of the wealthiest people, if you sit back now, the stuff I read now, most of the wealthiest people in the world are based on real estate. I started looking at real estate as anywhere I step, it belongs to somebody. So if I'm stepping here, this belongs to the city, for example. This is someone's property. Even though we can't take this stuff with us when we leave, this is still, when we're on present day earth, this is something that belongs to somebody for the moment. And so it's considered value. To me, it's like, yeah, it's value, but if you get, there's nothing you can, my perspective on life is a little different.